Good morning, precious. How you doing, baby? Happy Saturday. And today with coffee and conversation at the crib with Shakenya. When you get a minute, go to that YouTube channel, Shakenya, hit subscribe. Quit playing with me. Look at some of the videos. And if you see something that you like, just hit share, please. Yeah, it's actually nice out here. I'm on the porch. The man-child is down there shoveling the snow, so I get the day off. I'm loving it. Yes, I am. This weather done disrespected my poor little poach. But I'm chilling nonetheless. Outside. Yeah, outside with it. Y'all know I don't come on Saturday, so I don't really want to get too far off in the syllabus. It's my show. I do what I want. Did you check the show out last night, Motor City Radio? I know. We had Lakina Fulton on there. Brilliant young lady. Oh, my goodness. She's just like me. Got her hand in some of everything. She got some books out. She got about 10 degrees. I told her when I got her bio that I stopped at chapter 9 because she got it going on. You know, she got it going on, and she's definitely I was definitely interested in the youth program that she has, where she deal with young ladies and teach them etiquette and a whole bunch of array of things. So definitely gonna link up with her. That way, the children that come through attitude adjustment, I can kind of pass them off to her after my 90-day period, and still be able to have some type of connection with the babies. So. And then Keith Williams was on last night. I'm going to have that brother back on just to do a history lesson about Detroit. He was so knowledgeable about Detroit and our history. Like, I was so captivated in those few little minutes. Like, I didn't want to let him go, but the show was only an hour long. You know what I'm saying? So I can only do what I do. So y'all check it out. I posted it on my page. I want you guys to look at it. I posted the live as well as the link to the YouTube. And if you go to the YouTube channel, subscribe to Vent. And then check out some more shows. I have guests on here every week, every Friday at 7 o'clock. So y'all, today I wanted to piggyback off of yesterday because I kind of left y'all with an incomplete. Now, I think I summed all of it up, but it was an incomplete when I went back and looked at the video. Like after I do the video, I watch it. I make sure I get something out of it, and then I make sure whatever points I was trying to hit that I hit, and if I don't, depending on the severity of me not hitting it, you know what I'm saying, the outcome and the adverse effect that it might have on your baby and the relationship, I may or may not come back on the next day and recap anything. But if it's something that, they still got the point, I'm going to keep it moving, But yesterday, we talked about the mirroring effect. When you separate from somebody, y'all divorce or whatever, and you find that the baby resembles your ex in ways that are not flattering, It's one thing, they look like them, they got their personality, they got their dimples, that's one thing. But when it gets to the point where the child is mirroring the behaviors that you once had issues with that mate in the relationship, that's called mirroring, and sometimes it's intentionally done. Sometimes your ex or whoever might just have bad habits that they can't shake. You know what I'm saying? And the baby pick up on them. Bad habits that they can't shake, and the baby picks up on them. But the effect to that is usually the baby hears you when you be telling them that you don't like that type of stuff. So it's a good chance that the child is not going to mimic that or mirror that because they know very well how you feel about that. So when it comes to a point where the child is doing that often, it's a good chance somebody telling them to do it and letting them know it's okay to do it. So yesterday I gave you guys some examples. I used me as an example. What up? We so ghetto. My neighbor's so ghetto. So yesterday I used an example. I said when the baby will wait till the last minute to tell me stuff. That was a pet peeve that I had in a relationship with the ex. He would always wait till the last minute to tell me some of the most important things. You know what I'm saying? Events and stuff like that, to where I'm always scrambling. Dang, Sandman calling me, guys. I'm scrambling at the last minute, always trying to rush and do this and do that. And it seemed like he used to get off on that, right? It seemed like just the fact that I was overwhelmed and always running. Yeah, it seemed like it was always purposely done, because he never changed it throughout the relationship, even all the way up to the divorce. That was something that I would still always be nagging about. Can you not wait until the last minute? Yeah, out of 6 years of marriage, I was still like, can you not wait till... It got to the point where, you can't just not say nothing. You know what I'm saying? But that was something that bothered me. And that was something that the baby did. So I would always have to reprogram her about that. As soon as you get the notice, let me know. As soon as you hear about this, let me know. I shouldn't have to be an investigator. You go to school every day. You get notices. You get letters. You get announcements overhead. As a parent, you shouldn't have to go in there investigating to find out what's this and that. Your baby should have it. It should be right there in their hands as soon as they get in the car. Mom, we got this going on here. We got this going on. Here's a letter for that. And they also said this. That should be just, so I was getting them into that. And like I said, she'll do that Tuesday through Friday. But Monday, I will have to reprogram her when she comes from her daddy's house. So that was one thing that was mirrored that I said yesterday. But I left y'all on the hinge because I also said when they associate issues that they have with you, but I was not clear. Like when they associate the issues that they have with you onto the child. And then I was not clear. I just kept it going. And I did get the point out that I wanted to yesterday as I watched the video. But I felt like that was still kind of up in the air, because I also told y'all that I had a heart-to-heart with the baby. And then I think I said hi to somebody in there. And then I kept going with the first point. So both of them were tied together, because when I had the heart-to-heart with her, she said that it's hard to communicate with me. Okay, so at that point, well, what's hard about it? I go through the list of emotions of how I can possibly make you feel. Do I make you feel uneasy when you come talk to me? Do I raise my voice when you come talk to me? Do you because that's very important. When children come to you to confide in you or whatever, you got to make sure your tone stays at a certain level, so it doesn't detect. They don't detect anger. They don't detect, because you can detect as your tone changes. You can actually detect your feelings and emotions through your tone. So you got to be careful how you deliver messages. So I know when I talk to them, it's always in a common voice when they're coming to me with something, so that I don't show judgment, so that I don't show, what I'm saying, like I'm mad or angry. And she said no to all of them. So then it finally came out. Somebody around her said that it was hard to communicate with me, because when she said that, I'm like, well, damn, how could that be? Because I've used the same theory with all the children. Hey, Brian, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Even now, my children are grown, and they come and they talk to me about whatever. You know what I'm saying? So if all of them can talk to me about whatever, and then it's this one, it got to be something to that. Somebody is telling this baby something that you not. Somebody is going against you. Somebody's doing something. And I tell y'all this stuff so y'all can be vigilant and y'all can get on top of it early. Don't wait until it's been 15 years and now your baby ain't in your life. All that money and effort and time you done put into this baby, and this parent was just able to just snatch this baby. Most children gonna give resistance. It's not gonna be that easy. So you got to think about it. If it's been that long, that means that's that long that they were grooming your baby. They was planting seeds in your baby, because it's not that easy for a baby. Hey, Marvin, to just leave you. Yeah, like she should have put up more of a fight. Because I'm such a good mom. It should have been more of a fight put up. Yeah, and like, no, I can't leave my mom. You know what I'm saying? So for it to be that way, that just lets you know how much trauma, how much abuse was used to make it so. The same with your child. The mama just took the baby out your life. Yeah, it's same with you. It wasn't that. It was a technique. It was all the manipulation tips that I talked to y'all about. All that was used on your baby. Every manipulation tip is an abuse mechanism. Fix it, Jesus. So if they using 10 manipulation tips on that baby, there's 10 ways that they're abusing your baby mentally. Fix it, Jesus. To get that baby out your life. And in most cases, they have to. Yep. So when I said that and she made that comment and we had the conversation, she couldn't tell me none of it. Somebody around her said that it was hard to communicate with me, and it was the daddy and the grandma. All right. So this is something that they're putting in her. You can't talk to her. Don't talk to her. She's hard to communicate with. She's hard to talk to. They can have that feeling, because it is probably hard for me to talk to them, because I don't like them. You know, I'm courteous to them. I was always, hey, how you doing? Hey, how they doing? The baby, I would never talk bad about them in front of the child or anything like that. But I despise them just because of the people that they are. I despise them for who they were. And when I was married, I just, they're not nice people, so I don't care for them too much. But as I respect the child, I'm going to respect them, right? But they said that. So this is their opinion that they're pushing upon her, which is something that you do when you're talking to a baby about the other parent. You can't press your opinion and how you feel, because like I said, somebody can be a terrible partner, but they could be a wonderful parent, right? So yeah, they can probably say that it's hard to communicate with me, but the baby cannot. The baby cannot. Because although I don't put in the time and effort to try to communicate with them, if I don't have to with the children, it's a must. So my relationship with them is different. So the techniques that I use are different. The effort that I put in is different. The time that I put in is different, because it's a reason why I'm doing that. It's because I want them to be able to communicate with me. So if all 3 kids is communicating and there's one that's not, that's a problem. You got to go and talk to that baby mama and that baby daddy. Every time it's a problem with that baby, it's open dialogue for the baby mama and the baby daddy. Any glitch in that baby system is an opportunity, because my parents all the time ask me in the co-parenting workshop, well, what do we have to talk about? Y'all got everything to talk about. Some of the littlest pettiest things as it pertains to that baby need to be discussed. That right there would have needed to be discussed. The fact that she made a comment about not communicating, and I didn't make a fuss about it. It's a lot of stuff when I look back and think about my situation that I should have snatched her out from coming over there, or I should have said something to them. But I overlooked a lot of that stuff because I was so good at what I do. I'm so good at being a mom. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't worried. I wasn't worried about no drunk lady, and I wasn't worried about no man. You know what I'm saying? But I should have been, because it was a team effort. Yeah, I should have been. And it was a plot. And it was the plan. The plan was to remove me the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I should have been more, but I was not. Yeah, so when she made the comment, I knew that was something. Those were their words. And then, so it was being mirrored, her feeling that way. And then the other one was the grandmother. Yep. When I tell you that you are your baby mama and baby daddy's PR person, that means it's y'all against everybody. Meaning that you don't allow nobody to talk bad about them. You defend them in every aspect of the word. You are their PR person. Yep. I'm sorry, but that's just what it is. Y'all share a child. Your reputation is just as important as the other person's reputation. And as it comes to that baby, all children want to look up to their parents. All children want to look up to their parents. So you talking down and making this parent look bad in front of others and telling other people that you don't do that. You always keep them fronts up when it comes to you. You always do that. So in the relationship, the mother would always, let me see, make sure I say everything right. He to her. I'm not, okay, I said that part. It came, and the grandma either said to her, okay, I said that part. But to relate to their kind of different, I put no, okay. The mother always made me feel like I wasn't good enough for her son. Yeah, this is not off the table, because this is a conversation that we would probably have along down the line in this syllabus, as far as women and how we can't raise boys to be men. Let me just put that out there right now. So it's a way that we're supposed to treat our sons and as they grow, and this type of relationship that we should have with them to prevent a lot of stuff, right? One thing that we ain't supposed to be doing is every time they get a woman is to be on her like she ain't good enough or she ain't this and that. Our job as the mom is to go in and counsel and help. You know what I'm saying? If they in a relationship, when you lose, when your son get married or whatever, or get in a relationship, you don't lose a son, you gain a daughter in most cases. Sometimes you gain a son, depending on the lifestyle, but in most cases you gain a daughter, so you treat her as such. So if she's lacking in certain areas, you don't regurgitate to your son that she ain't good enough, or you treat her like she ain't good enough. You step in and you help her in those areas where she falls short. It relates to the relationship and her being with your son. You know what I'm saying? You help her along the way. You don't bash her. Like when me and my baby daddy got into it, her husband at the time, the mama was over there like, I got a room for you. You ain't never got to go back. You know what I'm saying? As to where if it was me and my son came over, no, you can't come here, bro, but I'm going to pray with you, and I need you to go back home with your family, because that's where you need to be. You know, it ain't not coming back here. No, I don't have a room for you. You have a wife now. You have children, you know. So the conversation, that's how it should be. But yeah, she'll be like, shit, you ain't got to go back. I got a room. So it's a lot of things that I am going to talk about when we talk about that segment, so you don't coddle your son, right? So yeah, she would treat me like I wasn't good enough. She made me think that all our issues was because of me. So you can tell the mirroring as it relates to my daughter, because she treat me like I'm not good enough to be her mama. And the era of her attitude is if, you know, she's better than us for whatever reason, you know. So yeah, just the logic of it all is so weird. Monday, we're going to touch on the adverse effect that this has on people. You know, when you meet people and they grown and then you talking to them and you realize that they either lack common knowledge of certain things that they should have at their age, or they lack common sense, or they be dingy as hell, or they, it's a couple more I'm gonna name off. I'm gonna talk to y'all about it, because it starts with this situation here. It starts with this, with the breaking up of the family, when y'all turning each other against the baby, and then the baby don't know what's going on. They not learning nothing because y'all competing, so y'all doing the same thing. It's so much that comes out of that, as to where when they become adults, yeah, they be dumb as hell. They don't have no common sense. They don't be knowing. You be like, damn, you don't know how to do that? You know, stuff like that. Yeah, because they wasn't taught. You would think that they would have been, but it wasn't taught, because it was so, the parents was going back and forth with each other. That's where all the time and stuff was being focused, to where not enough was being put into that baby. Yeah, you got to think about that. You about to take a baby mama or a daddy out of child's life. Do you know what type of disadvantage you put your baby in? Do you know how that affects their growth and development when they don't have a mama or have a daddy in their life? Oh my God, fix it, Jesus. So y'all, that's it. We talked about mirroring yesterday. Gave you an example, and it felt like I left something out as far as the mirroring part when I told y'all that they put their issues. So he had an issue with communication with me in a relationship, but the baby shouldn't have had one, you know. But he pressed upon the issue that we had onto that child. Yeah, and that's what some of y'all are doing right now. Y'all put a heavy weight on these baby shoulders. So y'all, that's it. Let me get in here and take care of these girls' hair, and I'm out. Hey, twin.